This is USVI News, your Virgin Islands connection.
Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us for USVI News. I'm Emily Matson. We begin with more now on a visit to the Virgin Islands from the U.S. Air Force Reserve's hurricane hunters. The most crucial information we receive on incoming hurricanes and storms isn't easy to get. It requires some of the bravest people on the planet to fly into dangerous weather systems, and they do it in hopes of saving lives. This week, these hurricane hunters came to St. Thomas to share their knowledge and aircraft with the students and emergency management responders. Our USVI News' Allie Bourne-Vanek was also there and got an inside look.
I'm here with Lieutenant Kodo with the C-130, an aircraft that flies into hurricanes. This is wild to me, and I just want to say thank you so much to you and everybody who's involved. I mean, this takes a lot of courage.
You're very welcome. Yes, we're very proud of doing what we do, and our mission here is very unique, especially on the Air Force Reserve side, and we're just very proud to be able to do what we do.
Can you share more about this aircraft and what you and the team do?
Yes, so this aircraft actually flies into hurricanes. We're there for a couple of hours in the storm environment collecting data. So we fly in, we what they call radiosondes. We have radiosondes that go through that actually we look from where the aircraft is all the way down to the ocean surface to see all of the data, temperature, pressure, winds, everything. We're also collecting other data with instruments that we have in the aircraft during the flight, and that is live as well. And that kind of gives us a better idea of what's happening within the storm at the moment, which then feeds into the forecast for the National Hurricane Center. And that actually allows us to better improve our tracks and our intensity forecast for the people.
This is life-saving information.
Yes, definitely. We actually improve forecasts in both intensity and track by about 20 to 30% per flight. So that is significant. So our missions are very, very important out there. When we go, we try to get best quality data as we can for that reason, and that's what's really going to hone in, especially 72 hours or less before impact.
Where do you and the team find the strength and the courage to do what you do and to keep going?
Yeah, so we're all very passionate about it, and we all came to the 53rd for that purpose. So we are all just motivated by passion, and really it's for the people, not just for the science, but we really want to get you guys safe and the best information you can so that the local emergency managers can do what they need to do to keep the people safe. So our motivation always, whenever we go on a mission, is trying to get as much data, the best data out there so that we can save lives.
Absolutely. Lieutenant Kodo, do you have any information for people out there, someone like myself, you know, who we live here, we go through the hurricanes every year, any important information that you could share with us?
Yes, it's always better to be prepared. I mean, our main drive every year is, it doesn't matter how big, how small the storm is. It only takes one, and it doesn't have to be an intense storm to actually create a disaster wherever you are. So it's always important to be prepared ahead of the storm season, and just, you know, have a plan with your family, your friends, your pets, everything. And yeah, I think that's the most important thing, is to just, we're in an area where we're always vulnerable to it every year. We kind of have to keep an eye out and just be ready for it.
Oh, fascinating and important interview. Thank you so much, Allie, for that report. On St. Thomas, Virgin Islands police are investigating a deadly shooting Wednesday night. It happened around 5:50 Wednesday in Smith Bay. A citizen called 911 to report a man had been shot in the vicinity of Louis Market. Officers arrived to find a man with a gunshot wound to his upper body. EMS crews arrived and determined he did not have any vital signs. Family members identified the victim as 26-year-old Tiquan Van Holten. Anyone with any information about this homicide is asked to contact Virgin Islands Police or 911 or Crime Stoppers USVI at 1-800-222-TIPS. We're seeing a spike of COVID-19 cases on St. Thomas and St. Croix. The VI Department of Health says several cases of the BA2 variant have been identified in the territory. And according to their latest numbers, there are currently 211 positive COVID-19 cases territory-wide, with 103 on both St. Croix and St. Thomas, and 5 still on St. John. Meantime, the number of COVID-19 cases around the world is steadily dropping. Wednesday, the World Health Organization reported the number of new cases globally is down 24% from the week before. The WHO says from April 11th through April 17th, decreases in case numbers were reported in all 6 of its regions. COVID-19 deaths also plunged in all 6 regions, with the number of fatal coronavirus cases down 12%. Good news indeed. Little League in the territory is about to play ball again after a 2-year hiatus because of COVID. Not only will it be the official opening weekend, but also a star-studded event with several celebrities in attendance. The festivities begin this Saturday, April 23rd on St. Thomas, starting at 10 o'clock in the morning. The first event will be the Little League Parade, which will start at Emancipation Garden and finish at Griffith Park. Then at noon, it's batter up for Little League Baseball. This will include a meet and greet with celebrities, which include former Major League Baseball player Andrew Jones, who's a 5-time All-Star from Curacao. Also in attendance will be MLB Hall of Famer Tony Perez, and throwing out the first pitch will be none other than Tito Ortiz. He's a UFC Hall of Famer and former light heavyweight champion.
Hey, St. Thomas, is Andrew Jones. 17 years in the Major League, 5-time All-Star, 10-time Gold Glove. I'm excited for you guys. I just started just like you guys when you guys was that young. I started at 5, and I put it right in front of me what I wanted to do, and I enjoy it. So it's time for you guys to come out and play, and those ones that never play, just try it and see what happened. I can't wait to see you guys.
What's up, St. Thomas? Tito Ortiz here, former UFC light heavyweight champion and Hall of Famer. Guess what? I'm coming to the Virgin Islands. That's right. I'm coming to St. Thomas Island. I have an opportunity to be there for the first pitch, and hopefully I'm able to throw out the first pitch for our Little League series to start. It's only been 2 years now, but let me tell you, here's an opportunity for each and every one of your kids to get involved in something great. That's baseball.
That sounds like that is going to be a lot of fun this weekend. This Earth Day, the Department of Licensing and Consumer Affairs, the DLCA, will conduct a sunscreen sweep of the territory. Friday, they'll kick off a territorial island sweep called Operation Illegal Sunscreen to educate before they start regulating businesses on the VI sunscreen law, which was enacted back in July of 2019. The laws all to protect the marine ecosystem, including coral reefs and its inhabitants. The law bans the sale, distribution, and importation for retail purposes of topical sunscreen products containing oxybenzone, octocrylene, and octinoxate. Those with DLCA say, unfortunately, the illegal products are still being sold throughout the USVI. Any person or entity found to have violated this law may receive a $1,000 citation for the first offense and a $2,000 fine for each subsequent offense. Protecting our coral reefs is an important endeavor here in the U.S. Virgin Islands, so we can certainly support this effort we're going to tell you about. Boy Scouts are known for camping, hiking, earning merit badges, but now they're also helping to do something remarkable, regrowing Florida's coral reefs. Corals, of course, are extremely vulnerable to climate change, but as Bradley Blackburn reports, teenage scouts are now helping to fight for their future.
On an island in the Florida Keys, these tanks hold a new generation of corals just starting to grow.
So we're just transferring them so that we can clean their tank.
And these are some of the young scouts who are helping care for them.
Right now I'm checking the salinity of the water.
At the Boy Scouts of America's Sea Base, young men and women have been learning to scuba dive for decades, where they've seen up close how the colors and creatures in Florida's coral reefs are under serious threat.
It is dying, to be quite frank. And that's due to a number of factors, changes in water temp, quality, human interaction.
General Manager Mike Johnson thought scouts could be part of the solution. Using a technique called fragmentation, they cut corals into tiny pieces that regrow 50 times faster than they would in nature. The scouts then plant them underwater to rebuild the reef. This is what they can look like after 5 years.
So do you think there might be a coral restoration merit badge on the horizon?
I hope so.
Even without a badge, Scout Warren Vrone knows he's making a difference.
When I remember my biggest accomplishment in scouting, it would probably be the Sea Base program.
Since launching in 2018, the sea-based nursery has grown 10,000 corals and is part of a 2-decade project to restore millions of square feet of reef. 15-year-old Ryan Emmons says they're helping the sea and future scouts.
It's going to make an everlasting change and an everlasting benefit for future generations.
A scout service project for Mother Nature, building a brighter future under the sea.
Wow, that's truly great what those Boy Scouts are doing. The federal government estimates coral reefs provide almost $2 billion in flood protection benefits every year in the U.S. alone.